Hi guys, welcome back to another video. And if this is your first video, hi, I'm Arlathia. So for this video, we have another comic page, and this is page 8. Now we're getting into the action. So that very top panel is the one I did. I did change it, you can't really tell because my sketches are terrifying. But I did change it some, so this is what I have for my actual regular sketch. So now I'm just going to show you the process. So this one was kind of quick because this panel, I mean, all you mostly have is just right here, and then I have my little characters over here that don't have much, no detail at all. I see like little outlines of their limbs, just to give them some shape, but not a ton. So, well, that's where we are. So exciting, I know. Some like the sketching process because it's just like their creativity, which it is, and that's why like I don't like the green part. I don't ever show because it's literally me just making sketches, and it's not anything like super crazy. So I'm like, it's not important. I just have it there as my base. But what matters more is the actual pencil, which is what we have here. But yeah, so 8 pages in, we're finally getting into entertainment. Because, it's all been talking. So, but yeah, as you saw in the preview of my little green sketch, you saw that there was movement and there's excitement now. So next page, there's going to be a lot more. And we're going to really get into the story. Yay, I'm so excited. It's going to be so good. And you'll get to learn more about the characters. You'll get to meet a bunch of other characters and all this stuff. Oh, but also, now you can actually see the actual size difference. So I didn't do them justice when I was like drawing the background because I completely forgot, and that happens. So here we are. But yeah, you can see that Wright's huge, and Haven, who was actually in here before in previous pages, if you want to go back and look at them, you can see that Haven's bigger than Wright. So just imagine, like, he's larger than what we have here. But this is a size difference, and yes, there's a bunch of other characters that I'll show. Because, like, each race, it has different height sizes. So the Wrightons are the third largest. Haven's the second largest, and the first largest you'll meet eventually. So, but something really quick. I just want to have Arlathia picking around the bush over there. That's what I'm drawing right now. So I wanted his main focus, like Wright's main focus, to be on the actual characters talking to him, because that's what they're for. Because you'll find out here in the next couple pages about why they're there and whatnot, and why in the last page or so she was like, "Why are they here?" You'll see why. My little group over here. But yeah, Myra, which is the one talking to Wright, is not afraid. She's a little hothead. So now we're going into the inking, which is kind of boring. I'm just retracing lines I already did. So what I did with this was I kind of just wanted to have Myra in front of him and like his face there and like his head tilted. But I didn't really want the main focus to be on her. I started drawing detail and I was like, oh wait, no. So I stopped because the main focus is supposed to be on him, because she's almost supposed to like kind of like blurred out, if you will, a little bit. Like she's there, but that's not where I want you to look at. So that's what I was trying to go for. Like even when I color, I was trying to do that, but it didn't turn out the best. But I tried. As long as you try, that's what matters. So I did. But I add more details back in later. You'll see eventually. Just on this one, I just never really got into the habit of doing a lot of detail at first, which I know I need to. But I just didn't like how it looked whenever I sketched it. When I drew it, oh good, now we're into coloring. Switch! So yeah, this is just the marker portion, something kind of quick. But you'll see like how I differ between what's in the foreground, what's in the background. So what I'm coloring is in the foreground because I want the main focus on that. So it's gonna be like darker. There's just more details involved because of that. And then you'll see like I actually add whites to the background to blur it out even more, so there's not true focus on it. Yeah, very slow process, but it's got to be done. So I just forgot where the light was coming from, and I remembered, and I said, "Oops." So then I started trying to like fix it because I forgot. Because it's supposed to be coming off to the left, but dumb me since I don't draw these every week, and it's like every other week or so, probably every 3. I forgot. But that's okay. But here we go. Yeah, almost there. But yeah, so now you can kind of like see more action. Because I'm like, I actually need to show interest. So it's not just them talking the whole time. So I'm like, it's kind of boring. There's got to be a bunch of stuff in here. So we got a lot planned. But it's just right now, this is where we are. I think the colored pencil does help though, because like when I do marker, it's semi-muted. Because like I don't have very bright colors, or if I do, I mix them with like darker colors. Because I like to show shadow. I don't like it. I don't like when my shadows are just like barely there. I like it when they're there. Like that's just my style. So when I do the marker, you can clearly tell, but it just makes it very dull. So I feel like when I add that colored pencil in, it just helps brighten it up some, which I think is helpful. Because now we can kind of tell what the hell's going on. You know? Because sometimes you can't. Like right here, like, yeah, it's a little confusing. Sometimes I get confused about what I did. So I just kind of have to roll with it and hope for the best. But we're getting better, so it's okay. Alright, now we're on the colored pencil. But yeah, so you can see here like the difference. Like right here in this left panel up top, you can kind of see where the colored pencil's at. It does look brighter, but I also add white in to kind of help make the highlights pop even more. But you can also see like every now and then like how I colored the background to make it lighter. So that's just kind of how I differentiate. But yeah, I do feel like sometimes when I add the colored pencil in, it just helps. Sorry, I'm yawning. I don't know why. Not every single one of y'all are gonna yawn. Can't tell me you didn't. Because yawning's a chain reaction. Once one person does it, everyone's gotta do it. There's always one. But in this panel, I just wanted to try to show like Arlathia like start to run and like have Right like reaching out to grab her before she reaches the stone. But then I was like, oh wait, Right's gonna be more in the background and he's mostly black, so I'm like, that's gonna be kind of interesting to tell. But I'll still date it. But yeah, I mean, it's not the best, but it's okay. The main focus was to be on her anyway, not on him. So I was fine with it, and I got my little guys down there on the bottom. I was trying to like show movement of the boys getting out of the way, and my were just kind of just standing there. Because it was kind of just like a shocker that Right kind of jumped up and was going for her. Oh joy, I didn't put his tail in the frame. That's so exciting. Go me. Love it when that happens. Because I don't really look at these, because whenever I do these colored pencil ones especially, like, because they take me longer than the marker, I have to do this like all in one sitting. Like I gotta have like extreme focus. So sometimes I kind of dread doing the colored pencil portion because of that. Like I literally just can't move and like no one can bother me until I can finish. So it's kind of a process. But I mean, this is almost like an hour long sitting is what this is. Because I don't like to have multiple recordings of like the same panel. I'm like, I don't like it. I like it better just do it all in one go for me. Or like sometimes some of the stuff I'll do it all at once. Like some of it's like I could like do all the drawing and like the inking in one day and like start working on like some of the marker panels and just kind of break it up like that. Because I don't work on this like all day. Because I'm sure if y'all draw too, or like any kind of activity or anything, after a while you're like, all right, I'm kind of done. I want to break from it. So that's what I do, and I work on something else. So that's just me. But yeah, I can only do this for so long, and then I'm like, okay, something else. Like I got other projects I need to work on. I got stuff I gotta finish. I can work on other projects. So that's where we're at. But I guess while we're here, yeah. So now I'm calling in Right. He didn't look very good, but I was like, whoa, oh well. He's in the background. I'm like, it's okay. He doesn't have to look perfect. I'm like, it's all right. I just gotta get him in there. But there are some other projects I'm gonna be working on here soon because I have quite a few things I bought. Because, you know, when you're an artist, you see stuff and you're like, oh, that's mine. So that's what I did. Because I've been working on diamond paintings. I'm not going to show them because, like, they're not mine. So I just did them I liked them, so I want to try it out. I like it. I won't be getting any more right now. That's going to be, like, some time in the future, not now. Because I'm like, I got to do other stuff. But there's some projects I'm working on, or will be. So one of them is a painting that I have planned. that I've been holding off on because I was doing the diamond painting stuff, and like where I need to do it at is where I have it at. Or the diamond paint, I need to paint the diamond painting stuff is at, so I need room. So I had to wait until I could finish. I'm almost done with the last one that I have. I have like a third of it to go, but it's kind of big, so it's painstakingly slow. I'm trying to go as fast as I can, but if you've ever diamond painted before, you know that's kind of hard. So I got that going on. There's other like sketches I'm trying to do. They're not gonna be videos, but I'm like in the process of doing that kind of stuff. I have like little 3D figures I want to paint. I have all these canvases I should paint on because a lot of it are like these like drawings and these notepads I have that I want to do paintings for. It's very like I'm not a painter, so it's gonna be very simple paintings. But the way I want to do it, I think it's gonna look kind of cool. I have color by number stuff. I only have like 3 of them for now. But I have an idea of what I want to do with those, which I think if I do it right, actually might look really cool. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, not until I actually do it, and then you'll see. Because I don't want to ruin the surprise. But that's one thing I want to do. So I just got quite a few things. I also want to get into sculpting too, because I have a bunch of sculpting stuff. Like I started a sculpture, and I have not touched it since. And it's been a couple months, maybe 2 months now. Still haven't touched it. So that's another thing I want to do. So I just got a bunch of stuff I want to work on and do. It's just I have to plan for it and do it. That's how that works. Like you want to do something, but then you're like, I don't want to. Oh, and digital drawing. I also got to do that too. Cause I started working on a banner. Like I'm new to digital art, so it's just very basic. I just wanted to have something, because if not, then all my social media's just got this blank background. It just looks boring. So it was something I just wanted to do. I'm almost done with it. I just haven't touched it, and I need to touch it. So that's another thing I got to do. Like I just want to practice digital art too, because why not? So there's just a lot, but eventually I'll figure it out, and it's gonna be good and okay. But we're gonna wait. But now we're nearing the end here. But I just think like between the marker and the colored pencil does help a lot, because it's just like brighter colors. Yeah, I blend them out, but I still think it helps. It just makes the whole thing look better. And since it is blended, it's not like so choppy, so you can't see all the like little bits of where the marker was and stuff, which helps. So it makes it look a lot smoother. And I still did the 3-color method for most of it. So, yay. But we're going to have so much fun with these next couple pages. I'm actually excited to like kind of move on and get into the action and make it a lot more interesting than what it has been. So I hope you guys are too. Because then we'll really get into the story eventually. And eventually I'll also be able to start working on other stories I have. So now we're on the inking part. So the satisfactory portion. Not that I did a terrible job of the lighting, but you get the idea. I just re-put detail back in. Like you'll see it on eventually when I show you the final, you'll see it. But I try to show him with a surprise look as much as possible. I don't think I did it very well, but I tried to make his eyes larger than what they were, because I don't really do that. So I was like, I know that helps, like have the eyes, like the eyebrows raised, not have much of the forehead showing, like that kind of stuff. I also got to work on facial expressions too. That's another thing I got to do. But that's alright. Alright, and here is the end. So I'm just going to re-show where we started, which is that top orange box. And this is where we ended. So it's kind of crazy to think you can go from start to finish like that, and it just looks really good. But definitely making some progress and improvements, so that's a plus. Not going backwards, we're going forwards. That's the goal. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!